Tell the person, I like your dentition. It's very, very captivating. Thank you very much. Now, you just do one more thing. You know, occasions like this are usually opportunities to network. So I want you to do something in 30 seconds. I want you to meet at least 3 people outside your circle. Get their names, what they do, who they are, and the countdown starts now. 30. 29. 28. Please ensure you get their names. 25. 23. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and with a beautiful Gloria Olufeko. I'm sure she will do the formal introduction. Once again, I say welcome.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please, can we be seated? Thank you. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's be seated. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, Your Excellencies, industry leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gloria Olufeko, and it is my absolute honor and delight to stand before you tonight as one of your compeers. For a night that promises to be filled with inspiration, celebration, beautiful memories, and epoch-making. Tonight, we stand at the threshold of history as we are gathered together in this room to celebrate the maiden edition of the prestigious Energy Times Awards, an evening dedicated to celebrating the trailblazers and visionaries who have sculpted Nigeria's energy landscape into a beacon of possibility and progress. As we all know, Nigeria is the largest oil producer in Africa, and we play a pivotal role in the global energy market because we possess immense possibilities and the opportunities to foster growth and sustainable development. From 2017, ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria Energy Times has been a guide, providing us with news coverage and insightful analysis into the complexities of our Nigeria energy landscape. So, as we gather together tonight to celebrate, let's celebrate excellence. Let's celebrate the true spirit of entrepreneurship. Let's celebrate the champions of innovation and those that have stood the test of time to see that Nigeria's energy sector moves forward. And on that note, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute delight on behalf of myself, my co-anchor, and the organizers to warmly welcome you to the very first edition of the Energy Times Awards. Another round of applause for yourselves for being here. Now I thought you would make it a little louder, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. But we'd like to recognize all our dignitaries seated. We want to sincerely thank you so much for making out your time to be here today. As a matter of fact, Dapo, many people came early. It's just that the leaders that we have in Nigeria's energy sector, they do not joke with their time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Sincerely, thank you so much for coming early tonight, and we're really grateful. Thank you very much. Well, I'd like to introduce the chairman of our occasion tonight, and he will come up later to give us his chairman's welcome address. But it gives us great delight, ladies and gentlemen, please, with a round of applause, join us to recognize the presence of Chairman, International Energy Service, Dr. Diran Fawibe. A round of applause for him, please. He's our chairman, so let's make it louder, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. In the same vein, we would like to recognize the VVIPs. I mean, everybody is important.
Absolutely.
Every single person in the room is important. But you know that it's also very important that we give what Caesar to Caesar, right? We want to give honor to whom it's due. And in that same vein, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to recognize the presence of Mr. Emmanuel Ojo, Head of Communications at the Niger Delta Power Holding Company. Please, a round of applause for him. We'll also like to recognize the MD Danvik Petroleum International, Dr. Mayowa Afe. A round of applause for him, please.
We'd also like to recognize Chief Solomon Olamiju, Baale Soli of Bagada. Please, a round of applause. We also have Engineer Adams Jato, the former GM Communications Nigeria Ports Authority.
Please, a round of applause. We would also like to recognize the ND Western, the CEO, ND Western Limited, Ebere Chukwu Oji. Please, a round of applause also. We would also like to recognize the ND, Nipco Gas,
That's
Nagendra Verma. A round of applause. And it also gives us great delight as a junction to welcome, I call them my parents. Many do not know, but they are my spiritual parents. The district overseer, First Square Gospel Church, New Okwaba District Headquarters, Dr. Reverend and Reverend Mrs. Wale Adebayo. Please, a round of applause for them. You're welcome very much. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll also like to recognize our other guests. We do not know if they're here, but we'd just like to give honor to them. That I think we should.
yes. So we have, of course, in our midst the representative of the governor of Edo State, His Excellency Honorable Nauro Ojeto, that's Edo State Commissioner for Mining and Oil, Gas, and also representing the governor. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Excellency. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll also like to recognize Mr. and Mrs. Ayo Adedira, also representative of the Edo State Governor. Thank you very much, Sir Amma, for joining us tonight. We'll also like to recognize the Special Advisor, Mining and Energy FDI, Engineer Larry Alarape. Please, a round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much for joining us.
We also have in our midst Mr. Odion Omofoma, Energy Development Team Lead.
Please, a round of applause.
Please, a round of applause.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And to every other person as we go on, we'll definitely pay homage. We have to give what's their flowers tonight.
Exactly. But before, of course, we proceed, we also have Abolaji Femi Ishola, the Vice Chairman, that's VIILNG. Please, you're welcome. A special recognition to you.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you. All right, just as we said earlier, even as we go on in tonight's event, we'll definitely do justice to recognizing everyone for coming tonight. We'll go backstage to get the names and we'll come up here to recognize everyone for joining us tonight. We want to recognize all our awardees, everybody that has been working tirelessly behind the scenes to see that Nigeria's energy sector is what it is today. We recognize you, we celebrate your hard work and your tenacity. Thank you so much for all that you do for Nigeria's energy sector, and recognize you, really.
Yeah, absolutely. But before, of course, we leave the stage temporarily, I want you to do something for yourself. Please, I want you to give a round of applause to yourself. Celebrate yourself. You deserve it, don't you? Appreciate yourself. You have tried. Absolutely. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely appreciate you. At this point, we will be inviting on stage for a bit of, music and what I call it entertainment. Please welcome the group and young people as they perform for us on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What they don't like now, they don't like doing it, they said they like now. I wonder what they don't like. They say like, God they don't have God and self say God. God they won't say like this. All the time they just pay. These are really good. These are good at